Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So today we will take a bit specific look at the gold market, and as we discussed yesterday on forum, we will take a look at the price of the gold in euro. So our forum member Lak has asked about this, and we will take a look at it. But at the same time, just to not miss our common research in the dollars, we will take in a parallel. So we will be taking a look at the daily chart, for example, on euro, on gold and euro, but at the same time we update what we have on the dollar as well. So in general, as in euro, as in the dollars, gold stands in very similar shape. So if in dollars, as you know from our weekly report, and we talked about this a few weeks, market stands in a tight pennant. On the euro currency, on gold and euro currency, we do not have clear pennant shape, but this is weekly chart of the gold. But we have a kind of some kind of the bullish dynamic pressure. So you can see that trend has turned bearish on the weekly chart, but price action doesn't show any downward action, which is actually tells that here's mostly some kind of the bullish hidden power exists here, and the market as minimum target of this power is preparing for challenge of this top. In general, this is absolutely not surprising, because from our reports you do know what's going on in the Euro Union, you do know what's going on with the economy of the Europe, and this is absolutely not surprising that gold is preparing to set the new top on euro currency. Besides, another signs of the weakness of the European Union here is actually 2,400 target, 24 target. Why it is important? Because if you will take a look at the yearly chart of the gold, you will see that XOP target, all-time XOP, still stands somewhere ahead, above the 3,000 level, while on the euro currency, the gold market in euro currencies already has been completed even XOP target, and market already actually stands above it. So this is actually all-time XOP. I could show you on a 3 months chart. You could see it. This is the big pattern, this ABCD, all-time ABCD, and this XOP that already has been passed. So while on the gold market, this XOP still stands above market. So it just shows the relative weakness of the euro currency as well. So from that standpoint of view, it's a bit difficult to set the new long-term big extended target on the gold in euro. Probably you could try to use other ratios. For instance, you could use ratio of 2 just to set the one. So that might be next. It's around 27.66. That's probably will be nearest one. That's you could follow in a very long-term analysis. But at the same time, on the monthly chart, gold is overbought. So if even upper breakout will happen, hardly market will keep going directly to the 27.66. This could happen only if euro currency once again will show the signs of weakness and drop against the dollar. So in this case we could get this action. But returning back to our view, here's obviously some bullish sign exists here with this performance. So by taking a look at the lower time frame on the daily chart, you could see even better. If on the performance in dollars, so if we take a look on the gold market in dollars, you could see this type of action. Then in euro it is more bullish, so market just trying and testing the same level for a few times. So if you would like to make the trades in gold for euro currency, well, this is very similar in validation point to the 26 in terms of the dollar, but also you could use tighter standing level right there So probably if market indeed will keep going with the bullish performance, it should not drop below this area. So you could consider possible position taking against these lows as well. What is interesting is that gold market is rising despite the performance of the dollar and performance of the bonds. So take a look at the dollar. This keep going higher. So actually grabber that has been formed today discussed in the Forex report. And actually it suggests that probably market could challenge this top. But it's more important and interesting what we have on the 10-year bonds. Double repo right now, idea of the double repo now stands in the past. It hasn't been realized by the 10-year bonds. Market just breaking it and move back to the 4.7. So this is bearish sign for all markets, and gold market in particular. But take a look how gold responds. It shows, well, not really significant retracement. It means that some other supportive factors stand behind the gold here. It's mostly political and geopolitical. That's why gold markets really holds the punch from the dollar and from the 10-year bonds pretty nice. So that's what we have in terms of the euro currency and the gold. If we return back now to our common view in the dollars, you could see that on intraday charts, market has broken the high wave to the upside, which is bullish. And we said that now the invalidation point moves to the 26.14. We do not need now 26 because it will be too low, 25.80, 26. It definitely stands outside of the band that we have here. So we now moving higher and closer using this level. And potentially yesterday we talked about possible retracement. So we thought that it might be back inside of the high wave, but this hasn't happened. Market just keep moving higher. But now market is trying to form a kind of a butterfly, at least it might be formed. And theoretically, if you consider taking a long position, you could consider some fib levels inside of the butterfly to make the decision on position taking. That will be, as I said, invalidation point. Upside targets will be around XOP. First is 2680, roughly. XOP 2686. Next butterfly target 2696. So this should actually envelop the XOP. On hourly chart, that's particular levels that you could keep an eye on. Personally, I like this one. It's 2633 because here might be the butterfly formed, and actually you could use it as a pattern on your back for position taking. And also it creates agreement with the 2633 fib support. Chances that market could show deeper retracement exist just because of the performance of the 10-year bonds. So they are really fast, and from that standpoint of view, well, that's really could happen. As alternative, maybe some compromise, you could just split your position as usual, as we talked about this every time. So trying to take some minor part of your trade right there, around 30%, and then be watching what will happen if market will drop to the 2630, add more to the overall position. So currently with the performance of the gold, and despite big actually resistant factor in terms of the performance of the 10-year bonds, the dollar, gold really resists to this pressure really great. So and actually it keeps the bullish context. Maybe the overall performance not really very fast and strong, not very impressive as we prefer to see it, but still gold keeps the bullish context and actually trying to keep going higher. And that's the reason why we are not considering any shorts by far. And we'll be watching for these particular levels, for response on these levels, and make a decision on possible long entry. That into was what we have. Finally, just to complete the discussion of the gold and euro, if you take a look at the hourly chart and the 4-hour time frame chart, you will see that here you have approximately the same story. Gold here stands in a retracement. So you could also, since we said that it might be treated as an invalidation area, you could consider fib support levels for position taken if you would like to buy the gold in euro. So in intraday picture stands very similar to what we have on the dollar. So that into was what we have. Let's keep watching. Especially interesting, maybe something will change in the moment when the Fed minutes will be released today. It could make some impact on performance, especially on the intraday chart. So let's see.